Bucs kicker Ryan Suckup about set, and off we go from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow. Ready? Quickly to the air is Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The numbers for Mixon last week: 12 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
Airing one out for Boyd. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And it's caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you're down a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Well, for a little bit we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again. Brady and the Buccaneers here, first and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week: 14 carries, 58 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll take this to the 46. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A quick throw by Brady complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bucs responded to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Succa. And we are tied at 7. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 5 more. I think defensively you're okay with that. In the first quarter, he's going to get some catches while he ran into a play.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. To the air again, Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That's a good job there. We do talk about this a lot. That a lot of corner receiver job is simply covering the receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they snap him short of the 1st, as he can only get to the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Mike Evans of the Tampa offense about to set up shop. Creeping up on 1,000. Could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Brady to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be there.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead is now 14-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it's Mike Evans who captured with a touchdown reception. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time tonight. Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense. Is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Brady with a quick throw here to Evans out wide. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Brady. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Open man has got it. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. And just on Wednesday, he was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for that over 100-yard performance he had last week.
Deservedly so, and I enjoyed our time with him and asked him how he got it done. What did he see? And he said film study, watching what the defenses were going to present, understanding how to defeat those, and then he was a step ahead because he said then they're going to change up and counter another way, and he beat them that way too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Holding offense.
That's on Shaq Mason, the guard.
Still first down.
Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
On play action, now Brady. Trying to throw the out route, and he completes it to Rudolph. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Suckum. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Dumps it off to Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense got pressured that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And Rudolph has it left side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the 41, Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Bucs ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Fournette running right. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface.
And a loose football, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Fournette on the counter. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, the second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's got him in, complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Up the gut, Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Brady to Evans that time. First down Tampa. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a give to Fournette. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 36, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So one block at a good time in front, create extra space. You've got to hit the jackpot there.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Here's White, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White taking it from 2 yards out. These guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sucker. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And that drive was finished off with a run from the rookie, Rashad White. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 empty.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches,
8.
the yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Brady.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now Brady. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
It's a 1st down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look.
Take a short break. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady gives this to White. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Evans. Second touchdown in his 9th on the year. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead is up to 18 now. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. First down. Here's Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see a tie game winning. Not the lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 32.
75 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Just more of the same.